From Bethel High School, WHCS Cable Channel 46 presents Peninsula District Girls Basketball. The Hampton Crabbers visiting the Bethel Bruins. Good evening, everybody. I'm Tim Cole along with Bob Hintz and Bob Killen. We welcome you to Bethel High School for this contest. Let's go courtside right now. Bob Hintz has head coach David Six of the Hampton Crabbers.
Well, Coach, it's good to have you back at Hampton High School. We missed you. You do a great job. How's it feel to get back?
I'm glad to be back. It was a long 3 years out there, but I'm happy to be back with the girls program at Hampton High.
Well, you do a good job with the girls. You took them all the way to the state finals the last time you were here, and you really turned the program around. So you must be doing what they need to do. You're going back to your fundamentals and that sort of stuff?
Yeah, we are just trying to change the mentality a little bit, get the girls on a conditioning program and get them into some fundamentals, and we're starting to come around. We're competitive right now. Not where we'd like to be, but we're coming.
Well, you do a good job, David. We appreciate you taking time to talk to us. Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks a lot.
Good enough.
All right, thank you, Bob. And David Six, of course, the young head coach of the Lady Crabbers. And this game tonight is brought to you by Zooms with 5 convenient Hampton locations and Wood Funeral Home. Let's go back to courtside now. Bob has head coach Patrice Calloway of the Lady Bruins.
Your girls are so athletic and so quick, but you're missing the big gal inside. Is that what you feel is hurting you in your games this year?
Well, no, we're just real young. We've got to cut down on the turnovers, develop a little consistency. We'll be fine.
But you're athletically, I'm impressed, and you got to be.
Got to work on our fundamentals. I think once we get older and learn the game, we'll be a lot better off. Second half of the season, look out for Bethel.
There you go.
All right.
But also, I noticed that some of the games you're into them until the end of the fourth quarter. And is that experience, you think? Just mentally got to be ready? Or?
I think so, without a doubt. You know, with youth, sometimes come a few turnovers here and there, a few problems. Sometimes it's hard for them to maintain their focus for the entire game. But we're getting there. We're getting there.
Well, you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
We appreciate you taking time to talk to us.
Anytime.
Good enough. Let's go over to Tim.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you, Patrice, for that interview. We're just a couple of minutes away from tonight's ball game. The team's records coming into this contest. For the Lady Bruins, they have a 5-4 district record and a 5-6 overall record. You may recall last week we had the Kecoughtan Warriors playing the Bethel Bruins, and Bethel did real well. The Hampton Crabbers, as you look at tonight's officials, that's Bob Howard and Bill Jonas. They will be the Zebras for tonight's contest. The Hampton Lady Crabbers, 4-4 in the Peninsula District and 6-5 overall. Looks like they are just about set to get the introduction of the starting lineups. And Bob has rejoined me here. Bob, that was a real quick run back here. You did real well on that.
Well, you know, and I didn't know this, but Kaz said, are you ready? We will go. Here's your starters for tonight. Go ahead and catch them.
Joyner, White, Earp, Lassiter, and Morris will be the starters for the Lady Crabbers. As you look at the Hampton bench, head coach David Six, and assisted by Shonda Bailey. Not Shenda, as we so often mispronounced it. Chris Fox is also helping out. And what's the other person's name?
Karen Holly is a JV coach.
Karen Holly. All right, and here are the Bruins. Asia Carroll, and again, we apologized last week. We had some numbers transposed. Asia Carroll, number 3. Tamisha Augustin, Jamaica Simmons, Ross, and Walker round out the starting 5 for the Bethel Bruins. And the teams have taken the court, and we're just a moment away from the start of tonight's ball game.
Well, the head coach, of course, is Patrice Calloway, and she's assisted by Vanessa Starks. All right, Tim, I'm ready to go. They're going to start these games early because Kaz has been here since 8:30 this morning.
And I don't blame him.
So he says, we're not going by the clock. And I said, whoa, okay, let me go.
The Lady Crabbers control the tap to open the ball game. That is Takara White with the ball at the top of the key. This is Tierra Lassiter, number 31. She is guarded by the Lady Bruins, number 33. And I missed that number again. Now, is that 24 when they're traveling and 33 when they're here?
I don't know.
Okay, we're all right.
We okay?
Just underway. 8-minute quarters in high school basketball. The Bruins steal it, take it down the court, and they score. I don't have a number 33, Bob, so I'm going to assume that's Alicia Watson. I think she has interchangeable
Well, yeah,
numbers.
she has 24 and 33, yeah.
Okay. Shot is short by the Lady Crabbers. Got their own rebound. And
nice turnaround.
good stick back by Tierra Lassiter, number 31, and she ties the ball game at 2.
Well, I tell you, this Bethel team is very quick, very aggressive. Hampton is big. They've got people, they got 2 6-footers. Lasser 6'1", Emily Smith 6'2", and Alicia Morris is 6'3", so he's got some pretty good size on the team. But what David Six told me the other day is that he's got to get these gals to believe in themselves. A little bit like what Phoebus was before Bill Dean went there. You got to get them to believe that they can win. And David Six is a good fundamentalist. He reminds me a lot of Mike Talon in that he's a good teacher of basketball. I think he'll do a great job over Hampton. And you and I saw him when they went to the state finals without their best ball player.
All right, the Lady Crabbers down by a basket. Feeling some full court pressure being applied by the Lady Bruins. And they do get it across the 10-second timeline. Those of you not necessarily familiar with high school ball, there is no shot clock. Down low, they give it to the left-handed hook, and it won't go. That was number 55, Alicia Morris. She's a tall one. I think you said she's 6'1".
6'3".
6'3".
And I love the way that David has got him passing the ball inside, getting it to the big people inside.
Outside shot in and out. And the rebound is stuck in by Alicia Morris, the 6'3" young lady we were just speaking of.
Hey, Tim, let me look at these gals underneath the basket. They're pushing and shoving just like the guys. I mean, this is not for the faint of heart out there today.
Yep.
And Alicia Morris, Tim, just a sophomore. In fact, David has but one senior on his team this year.
Now you see our score with 6:15 to go in the first period. Lady Bruins trying to regain the lead. Looking at a zone defense being applied right now by the Lady Crabbers. Nice spinning move inside.
And Tim, they'll play a zone because they're not quick enough man-to-man to stay with the Lady Bruins.
Crabbers now looking for the lead. Three-point attempt is long, but the stick back no good. And Morris rebounds and draws the foul.
And while we're talking about that, Tim, we will pick a player of the game from both of these teams tonight. Each will receive a plaque and a shirt. The plaque comes from Buckwalter Engraving, located at Kickotan Road. For all your engraving needs as we watch the replay, contact Jim at 723-6067, Dave Buckwalter's owner. The shirt comes from the Islander Hardware and Sporting Goods. They're located in Pocosin. They can meet all your sports needs with a full line of athletic goods, both team and individual, equipment and uniforms, plus screen printing. Call Dave Chubb at 868-8467. John Roberts is the owner.
I'm glad they finally got the scoreboard scored because I had it 5-4 and there's no free throws been made. And then it was
and no three-pointers.
5-3 and no three-pointers. So now they got it back 4-4. We're okay.
I was talking to the people over there on the scoreboard. They said last night the scoreboard was, look, that was number 55, Tim. Alicia Morris. Put it right back in. Who's going to play for who?
We need to check on a number if we can, Bob. We have number 20 for Bethel, and I don't have a number 20, neither does Bob. Might have had a late change here. We'll find out who she is. Don't know at the moment. That was number... that was Morris who got the bucket at the other end. Got a couple of new numbers here, but we'll get the answers to them.
That zone right now seems to be confusing to the Bruins.
In and out, and rebound comes off to the Lady Bruins. Morris did a good job, just stood her ground and caused the turnover. Crabbers get it back up by 2. Work the ball down low, and the foul is committed by number 25, Shamika Simmons. That'll be her first.
So you're missing what, number 20 on Bethel?
20 on Bethel, and what was the other number you don't have? We'll watch a little bit of the replay here of the action. We'll get it a little later on. Next time we have a timeout, maybe we can get some help there. So Alicia Morris, after missing her first 2 free throws, connects and gives her team a 3-point lead. Well, if she's just a sophomore, got two more full seasons to go and some more growing to go. A lot of the colleges around here are going to be looking at this left-hander. And she fires both of her free throws good, and the Crabbers have a double on the Bruins now, 8-4.
I see the Crabbers they're coming out on that 1-3-1, and they're trapping as soon as they get across the half court, kind of confusing the Bruins a little bit.
And as you said, Bob, that taller team, that'll intimidate you too. Nice bank shot by number, and that's 21. We don't know who she is, but we'll find out. We want to give her credit, though.
So 21 and 20 for the Bruins.
Right. Morris down low, powers it in.
21 is Asia Carroll.
21 is Asia Carroll. Okay.
Okay, we got 21 is Asia Carroll. Who else have we got? 20.
33 is Augustine.
Okay, so 33 is Augustine. I thought I hadn't seen them doing much as we watch some of the replay, and Asia Carroll is 21. So we thought we had the numbers messed up last week.
Well, I can only give you what the coaches give me.
Well, there you go. Would have been a little helpful to have some updates, wouldn't it? All right, now we got it straightened out, I think. Asia Carroll is number 21, and Augustine is number 33. This is Carroll. Driving on the big girl, got fouled but didn't get the call. Stick back is no good, but a foul is called. That one will go against number 25, Siobhan Earp. And Amanda Walker will step to the free throw line. (10-7). Lady Crabbers on top by 3, a little more than halfway through the first period. One out of 2 for Miss Walker. And the Crabbers will push it up the court. That is Lassiter feeding down low for Morris. Morris' shot is short, and a rebound comes off, and a foul is called. That will go against Alicia Morris, her first. That'll be a player control foul. And up come the Bruins. Tim Cole, Bob Hintz, and Bob Killen coming to you from the Bruins Den at Bethel High School. This game videotaped on the 16th of January, 1999. In the lane, the shot is off the mark, and the ball comes off to the Lady Crabbers. Trying to feed it down low. Good double team by the Lady Bruins to intercept the ball. And going coast to coast, but no success. Got her own rebound.
Well, actually, they slapped the ball. There were 3 Hampton Crabbers. They just knocked the ball out of each other's hands right into her hand.
And then a foul was called against the Lady Crabbers. So it'll send Augustine to the line. She'll get 2 shots. That is the 3rd team foul against Hampton. And Augustine rattles it in and out. 0 for 2, but the Lady Bruins get the rebound. Shot is short, loose ball scramble for, and they're going to say, let's see, who has it?
I think she was, the Hampton girl, the Bethel girl had a hold of the ball, but she was out of bounds.
So with 2:26 to go in the first, it'll be Hampton ball, up by 3.
You can see Bethel's going to full court press, try to get some turnovers, and that's exactly what happens.
The errant pass intercepted by the Lady Bruins. Contact, no foul. Now a 3-point attempt is over the backboard. That'll belong to the Lady Crabbers. Crabbers finally get it across the timeline as that pressing defense works as the Bruins
nice job on defense.
And then the young lady lost, I believe she might have lost a contact, although I'm not sure. She's giving a contact to the coach. Knocked it right out of her eye and it landed on her cheek, and she just took it and handed it to the coach.
Well, that's a good thing. She's had it. They'll stop the game for that.
I know. They haven't had anybody. I haven't seen that in years. Everybody on all fours trying to find the loose contact. Now we're going to get substitution for the Bruins, and again, we don't have a name to go along with the number, but we'll get that.
What number we still don't have?
20.
I thought we got everybody. We don't have 20.
We have a 20, we don't have a name for 20. Bruins have it blocked, and let's see, they say the Bruins touched it last before it went out of bounds. In the lineup is Takara White, replacing Siobhan Earp for David Six's Lady Crabbers.
Number 20 is Latoya Taylor.
Okay, so now we understand that number 20 is Latoya Taylor, who previously was number 10.
Who was number 10.
Got you covered. All right, I think we got that one. 3-point attempt, no good. And the rebound comes off to the Lady Bruins. They'll push it up the floor quickly. Drive the lane, nice move by Miss Augustin, Tamisha Augustin.
Young lady was a player of the game last Friday, Tim.
That's a 2-pointer for Latasha Joyner of Hampton. And the lead is back to 3 for the Lady Crabbers. It's one of those things where the coach says, don't do it, don't do it. Yes, way to go. Ball knocked loose. The Bruins get it back and put it right in.
And now we know who that is. Latoya Taylor.
Latanya Taylor.
Oh, Latanya.
Latanya, that's what I got here.
Oh, you're right. I looked at it wrong.
And a ball knocked out of bounds belongs to the Lady Bruins. Half a minute to go in the first. Bethel down by 1. Looking to take the last shot of the period.
And they're just trying to run that Hampton team to death with that 1-3-1 and exactly what they're doing. Oh,
Stolen.
nice.
Good job of getting it under control. Got her own rebound and stuck it in.
That's the way to stay with it.
Takara White stole the ball and then scored. At the buzzer, would have counted had it gone, but it just missed as the first period comes to an end.
And, you know, that was a good job of being heads up and knowing where the ball is and how much time the clock was on it and everything that last time. So good job by the Bruins. They didn't score, but at least they got a chance. Did you do our sponsors and all that?
Yeah, as we watch some of the replay, I'll tell you that Zooms with 5 convenient Hampton locations is one of our sponsors, and Wood Funeral Home. Richard Pulley is the funeral director, and you got something to tell us. We got a player of the game. You already mentioned that, right?
Yeah, I think I did, but I do want to talk about WHCS. Channel 46 welcomes you to the Math Zone, a live televised interactive call-in program for students to get help with their math. You need help with your math, Tim? Call in.
Yes, I do.
Join Tyler Elementary teacher Cassandra Hamilton and Davis Middle School teacher Sherry Martin. Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Call 850-5426 and join the Math Zone.
Hampton holding the rebounding edge 12-8 after one period. Other than that, the other statistics pretty even.
Well, you kind of expected that with the size differential, and I'm real impressed with the way Hampton tries to get the ball inside. They just got to be more careful with their entry passes, make sure the post player is open. But they got the young lady out to number 25, Siobhan Earp, is only a freshman, Tim, and is starting on this Hampton team.
And Alicia Morris paced all scorers in the first period with 8 points. Ball knocked out of bounds. It was last touched by a Lady Crabber. Augustine triggers an inbound.
Almost had a good trap over there.
Batted down the court. Nice steal by that young freshman you were talking about. Another tall player just come in for the Lady Crabbers. That's Janine Anderson. What kind of height you got listed for her, Bob?
They say she's 6 foot. She just looks taller because she's so thin.
Yeah. Crabbers can put some height out there. Good feed down low. Can she get the ball to go in? No, but she is fouled.
And that's the freshman.
Foul on the play was charged to Kamika Jones, number 42. That's her first. 3 team fouls on each team. At the free throw line is Siobhan Earp, and she rattles the first one in and then out. And the second one is good. So remind everybody that right here on Channel 46, you'll be able to see the boys contest between these two schools. Always a battle. Of course, the Hampton Crabbers having some injury and sickness problems, and we're told that Johnny Story will not play for the 3rd consecutive game. So the Crabbers will have their hands full with a very feisty Bethel Bruin team as Kamika Jones scores at the other end and makes it a 2-point ball game. Hampton 15, Bethel 13. Open for the three-pointers. He got it. Latasha Joyner drains the 3. She has 5, and that is the lead Hampton has.
I was talking to David Six, and he said last night they played this Denby team who has got an excellent team. He said the girls looked up and saw the score was 15-3 in favor of the Crabbers, and he said they got thinking like, are we supposed to be that good? And they started questioning themselves, and it's just something he says we just got to overcome, and it'll come with experience and getting confidence in yourself and the teammates.
David Six will do a great job at Hampton. He always has. Bruins down by 5 as we approach the 6-minute mark in the second period.
Now they're in a 2-3 zone. They went from a 1-3-1, Hampton did, to a 2-3. Has the Bruins confused. They had to call a timeout.
.558 remaining here in the first half. It's Hampton 18 and Bethel 13 as you look around and see some of the crowd on hand still filing in.
Oh, we want to thank Coach Kozlowski for helping us set up and giving our crew a chance to get in here and get everything set up. They had a wrestling match going on earlier in the day, and then had 4 games. As you see, he's talking to the. You say, okay, now listen. This is what happens, guys.
This is what I want you to do.
Got to be impressed with the way the Crabbers are jumping on the Bruins.
LaTanya Taylor makes it a 3-point game with the shot. Circus shot attempted by the Lady Crabbers doesn't fall. Back come the Bruins.
Just a little bit out of control that time, but not a bad idea. Just get yourself in control a little bit.
Good feet outside for Taylor. Her shot won't go, and Morris cleans the board.
She's got good hands. I'm impressed with that young lady.
From outside, shot is strong, and a tie-up underneath. And the possession arrow, are we got a foul?
Oh, they called a foul on 15. I can't believe that.
Wow, looked like, well, he was closer to it than us.
Yeah, she must have had a hold of the arm.
Thought we had a jump ball, but not the case. The foul called on number 15, Joyner. Here's the replay. You make your decision. That looked like ball.
Yeah, it did to me, too. Good camera work. Of course, that's Ron Baton down there in the combat zone.
He was closer to it than the referee was.
It had a better look.
But only one opinion counts here, and that's the guy with the stripes. Foot came in handy with something. That one was coming right at us, Bob.
Well, I knew you would do your normal good deed, and you did. You ducked.
I ducked, put my foot out and ducked. Crabbers 18-15. Shot is off the mark, knocked out of bounds. Let's see who they say had it last. It was last touch by the Bruins, so it'll be Hampton ball out of bounds underneath their basket. I should say, was it their basket or the Bruin basket? This is their basket.
Yeah, this is the Crabbers basket.
Whoa, what a quick move to the basket. Shot didn't go, but you had to be impressed with the move, and then we've got a hammer inside.
That's the freshman, Tim, that went flying through this. She's got some speed.
She really does. And then Morris, 55, picked up the foul. That'll be at least her second. I'm trying to keep track of them, but don't have any.
Not always an easy thing to do.
Well, they put it on the board, but I can't see the scoreboard because the one board to our right is not working. But they put the number of the player.
55, number 2.
Number 2. There you go.
I wasn't even looking at that.
This time the foul is called against the Bruins, against Christina Ross. That's her first, and you get a good look there at Tiara Lassiter, number 31, and she gets nothing but net.
She's got a nice stroke.
2 out of 3 so far from the free throw line. So far, the Lady Crabbers are paced with Morris leading the way with rebounding with 6. Lassiter wastes no time, and as she has hit 3 in a row after missing her first attempt. And the Crabbers again lead by 5. Good move underneath, but the ball wouldn't go in the hole. And back
Lassiter was right there to get the rebound.
Tie up underneath, but the official never blows the whistle, so the ball belongs to the Lady Bruins.
I tell you, number 25 for the Siobhan Earp for the Crabbers shows a lot of potential. She's missing those shots, but she's just a freshman, folks.
Shot short, and the Crabbers bring it back up by 5. Earp drives to the basket and gets fouled. That'll be 2 shots coming.
If she learns to do a reverse layup, she's going to make some of those. She tries to shoot the ball when she's too close underneath the basket.
Watch some of the replay of the action. That was the foul. Didn't look like much of a foul. Earp misses the first of her 2 free throws. And she makes the second. So the Crabbers up by 6 as we are a little more than halfway through the second period. Almost, and it was.
She did. The ball went over.
Nothing but
I'm
net.
impressed with her.
Tiara Lassiter, and she's got 7. And the Crabbers with their biggest lead of 8. Loose ball, scramble, and a jump ball. Possession arrow will belong to the Lady Crabbers.
No, it's the Bruins.
I'm sorry, the Bruins. You're absolutely right. The Bruins are going in that direction. Had them pointed the wrong direction.
That's all right. You had them at the wrong basket a minute ago.
That's right.
You're being consistent. And that's all we ask, right?
No, but not consistently wrong.
Oh.
Whoa, look out.
That's Sturdivant, I believe, isn't it? Sean is Sturdivant, number 33. Fighter.
And the ball was a tie-up, and this time I get it right. It is Crabber ball on the possession arrow. 2:48 remaining in the first half. Crabbers up by 8. And bad throw.
Well, that's what you want the press to do. Get the ball in the hands of people not accustomed to making a long pass, and a lot of times they're going to throw it away.
Way outside. NBA three-pointer, no good. Stick back, no good. Loose ball comes to the Bruins. Still can't get it to go down, but get yet another chance. This will be a three-point attempt. No good. We've got contact underneath, and a foul is called. So the Bruins with 5 opportunities.
I think we got a double foul.
And we had 2 players tied up.
41 and 33.
For which team? 41?
41 for the Bruins and 33 for the, yeah, and 33 for the Crabbers.
Sturdivant, okay.
Getting real physical underneath there.
Yeah, it was, you tell you.
I'm glad I'm over here.
You think there's no contact and no intensity in girls basketball. You haven't been out to see one lately.
By the way, you need to do that.
I was just going to say, that was my perfect segue to tell you that the price is right. Very inexpensive family fun. Come on out and support your favorite high school team.
Well, right now, Bruins have got non-starters in the game. She set her starters down, Patrice did.
Got a loose basketball that came on the court.
Coach Kai was under his arm and
right
okay,
there is
kids,
on top of it.
Let me tell you what the rule is.
That's right.
Give me those balls. There were 2 of them over there.
So not a timeout taken by either team, just an official stoppage of play.
And that's safety factor.
Minute 57 left in the first half. Crabbers up by 8. Want to feed it down low to Morris, and she is fouled on the entry pass.
And it looked like it's on number 25, Jamaica Simmons.
And that'll put them in the bonus. That is on Simmons, her second, team's 7th. And there you get a good look at Alicia Morris as she will be at the free throw line. And does not get the bonus because she missed the front end, but then we have a foul again against the Bruin.
And that's going to put Tiara Lassiter on the line. The foul looks like it's on 25, Tim.
And that'll be her 3rd. So Simmons has picked up her 3rd foul here late in the first half. And again, the Bruins now with some foul trouble, and Lassiter rather, misses the first, but she has a second one coming.
And I'm watching David Six over there, and he's just saying, oh, come on, we got to make these foul shots.
And no go, as Lassiter, after having hit 3 in a row, misses 2. Baseline jumper, good. That's Asia Carroll with her first points of the game. And the Hampton lead is 6. Morris under the basket, and she traveled.
Yeah, she wanted to go up and say, oh, wow, I'm on the wrong side, but that's good because she knows you get the rebound, you keep the ball above your head, which she did, and you go right back up with it. Now we got number 53, and Emily Smith. She's 6'2", Tim.
Tell you, you don't see a lot of college teams with as much height as Hampton's got.
That was a nice block underneath. I didn't see who did it. Great job.
Carroll with a nice move to the basket.
Of shielding off a potential block.
So Asia Carroll scores 2 in a row, and the lead now is down to 4. And the Bruins battling back, having been down by 8, have sliced into that lead. Crabbers have not been able to get a basket, but they do this time.
Impressed with Lassiter.
Yeah, you said that twice now, so that's a good reason to consider her. She'll be a candidate for our player of the game. Lead is 6. We're under half a minute to go. Carroll is open for 3. Short. Long rebound comes out to the Lady Crabbers. She got bumped pretty heavily and no foul.
They're looking for the one shot.
Open for the 3. No good. Put it up. Glass good.
Well, that's 51, Tim. Anderson.
Janine. And so the Crabbers leave at halftime, equaling their biggest lead of 8. At halftime, our score, Hampton 27, Bethel 19. We'll return to Bethel High School for the third quarter of action after a brief timeout. As we watch some of the replay of the first half action, Lady Bruins and the Lady Crabbers. I'll give you the statistics unofficially at halftime for the two teams. The Bethel Bruins were paced with 4 points by Asia Carroll as well as LaTonya Taylor. 2 points each for a handful of players. Augustin had 2, Simmons with 2, Watson with 2, Kamika Jones with 2, and Amanda Walker rounded the scoring with 1 in the first half. For the Bethel Bruins on the boards, they had 17 rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds, 10 offensive rebounds, but the difference in the first half was they were having difficulty converting those offensive rebounds into points as they just couldn't seem to get the ball to go down. For the Lady Crabbers, they were paced with 9 points by Tierra Lassiter. She had 6 from the field and 3 out of 6 from the free throw line. 8 points for Alicia Morris. She had 6 from the field and 2 out of 4.
Tim, if you look right there, that young man standing up, we got one of the player of the game shirts on. I just wanted to check that out before he left. We'll follow him right up in the stands. Go ahead.
5 points for Latasha Joyner on a 3-pointer and a 2. 2 points for Janine Anderson as well as Takara White, and 1 point for Siobhan Earp in the first half. The Lady Crabbers had a total of 23 rebounds, 6 more than the Bruins. They had 14 defensive boards, 9 offensive boards, and the turnovers were about equal, 4 for the Bruins, 5 for the Crabbers, and the turnovers and steals almost equal, the Bruins having 2 more turnovers than the Lady Crabbers. But
well, and talking about turnovers, the Crabbers just turned it over. A little pressure that time from the go by the Lady Bruins. Ladies.
Stolen back by the Lady Crabbers. Crabbers up by 8, trying to make it more. Shot is short. Lassiter came up short. Back come the Lady Bruins. Coast to coast, too strong. And Earp had it, knocked out of bounds. It was done so by the Lady Bruins. Hampton will inbound.
Looks like the Bruins are going to pick them up at half court, put pressure on them. They're going to trap at half court? No, I guess not.
Pick them up man-to-man at half. Or person-to-person. I think we finally had to figure that out, right?
Anyway, that's one-on-one anyway.
So both teams turning the ball over here at the start of the second half. Neither team has scored in the second period, and we've already used 1 minute and 5 seconds. Turnover gives the ball back to the Lady Crabbers. And then they turn it over. So it's a hot potato right now. Nobody wants to score.
It's like, who's going to break the drought and score first? Hampton's still trapping.
Nice dish.
feed.
Good job as Amanda Walker gets the bucket. And it slices the Hampton lead down to 6. Hampton in the district 4-4, having played one less game than the Bruins. They are 5-4. Bruins are 5-6 overall, while the Crabbers are 6-5. And a nice move to the basket.
That was like a little wheel drill.
Was that 25 that scored?
Yes, that's exactly who it was. The freshman, Tim.
Yep.
Siobhan Earp. Nice move inside.
Good job under the basket by Takara White. She was trapped and had the presence of mind to throw the ball out of bounds off the leg of the Lady Bruin that was guarding her.
Yeah, because there was nowhere for her to go, and she couldn't find anybody that was open.
Open for the shot. Had a nice touch on it, but the ball just wouldn't stay down, and back come the Lady Bruins.
Dribble.
Yep.
He got it.
Had the dribble, lost it, picked it back up, and of course the double dribble called.
And you watch David Six over there and Patrice Calloway. They are constantly coaching. Neither one of them sit down the whole ball game. It doesn't look like.
And a nice Lassiter with a runner.
Biggest lead is that, Tim? 10 points?
I think so.
Yeah, 7 turnovers in this quarter.
7 turnovers by the two teams already here. Nice block underneath by Lassiter. So Lassiter does it at both ends of the court, offensively and defensively. Crabbers by 10. Lassiter is open. She'll fire short. Got her own rebound, tied up by the Bruins, and then finally controlled by the Bruins. And a drive to the basket and a foul is called. Just the first foul of the second half. That'll be.
One thing difference between this and that JV contest that we watched earlier, they're letting them play and getting by with a little bit of contact. And if you don't, you're going to be blowing the whistle all night long because there is contact made, but if you don't get a definite advantage, it's incidental.
Timeout has been called as you watched a little bit of the replay of that action and you see the score.
Let me talk a little bit about David Allen and Zooms, Tim. They are recognizing the senior player on each one of the basketball teams tonight with the highest GPA. Now, sometimes it may not be a senior, depending, because some of these young teams don't have seniors or they did not join a team at the beginning. Anyway, these players will receive a plaque for outstanding academic excellence. This will be presented at the school board meeting, and this school board meeting will be, I think it's the 17th of February is when it's going to be held. And when we get all the names, we'll recognize them. We want to thank David Allen and Zooms for all their help in helping us recognize the players with outstanding academic excellence.
Bruins out rebounding the Crabbers here in the second quarter, should be second half rather, 4-1, as at the free throw line. The shot is good. Did we ever, that's Asia Carroll, okay.
That's Asia Carroll, yeah.
One out of two.
How come we always sit where there's extra traffic?
Must just be our luck, Bob. Rebound comes off to the Lady Bruins. Deep in the corner.
Number 21. That's Carroll.
Yep, yes. Asia Carroll. Two-pointer. She has 9. I inadvertently said she had 4 at halftime. She, in fact, had 6 at halftime. And then we've got a reach-in foul called against Christina Ross. A non-shooting foul. That's Ross's second of the game. Each team has 1 team foul here in the second half. Morris now for Hampton, leading the pack with 9 rebounds. And we've got a 5-second violation. .345 left here in the third. Hampton up by 7. Hampton steals the ball. And an offensive foul will be called against Joyner.
Good defense that time.
Natasha Joyner called for the foul, her second. Tim Cole, Bob Henson, Bob Killing, and the 46 crew here at Bethel High School bring you this contest between the Lady Crabbers and the Lady Bruins. Game videotaped on the 16th of January, 1999.
Another turnover.
Turnovers are killing both of these teams in the second half.
Got to protect the ball, and I know both coaches talked about that at the beginning of the game, and especially second half. There's a putback by that's Janine Anderson, Tim.
She has 4, and the lead is 9. Total of 11 turnovers by the two teams just here in the first half of the third period. This is Asia Carroll. She penetrates, dishes it. Shot is short from way outside. No good. And a scramble for the ball, and let's see, it looks like the Lady Crabber Morris might have gotten shaken up. Let's see if she's all right.
That's fouls on her. That's got to be her third.
That is her third, and she is all right, we're happy to say. So she is going to check out of the ball game, however, having picked up that third foul.
Emily Smith comes in, and somebody else checks in.
And foul underneath.
Did somebody always open up the door and say, everybody walk by Bob and Tim, go real slow?
We're just going to have to rely on that monitor Scotty told us about.
Well, I will, but I can't half see. And well, it's not Scotty's fault.
That's right.
They don't pay me the bigger bucks. I got to get bigger glasses or something.
I'm not sure.
Maybe we need to blow this.
Look at that 45-inch big screen TV is what we need here.
Yeah, that might help.
Yeah, I'm telling you. First of all, no one can walk in front of us. We got a push-off foul on the inbounds play, and that'll go against the Bruins. So that is, in essence, a turnover. They never even got a chance to inbound the ball.
And that was on who? 41.
That was on number 41, Walker. That's her second. 14 team collected turnovers here in the third period.
Hampton's running a They're running a double stack, a low double stack against this man-to-man, which means you're getting the ball down inside, real good position for shots. The young ladies are doing a good job of getting the ball inside, picking up some fouls. They're doing exactly what Coach Six wants them to do. There you look at the score, 33-24.
Shannon Morant picked up the foul. That's the team's third. That's just her first. But Janine Anderson will go to the free throw line with 2 shots and comes off the heel of the rim.
Oh, I haven't checked, but Hampton has not been real good from the foul line today.
Well, they were 50% at the first half. 6
and that's
out
not
of
real
12.
good.
No. Bethel was even less accurate with 1 of 4.
Wow. So Bethel went to the foul line 4 times in the first half.
Hit 1 out of the 4. Crabbers now 7 out of 14.
Well, they're maintaining at 50%.
Yeah, they're consistent. Crabbers have that 10-point lead again, 34-24. Shot from 14 feet, no good. Loose underneath, shot no good, and Morris has it.
No, that's not. That's Emily. That's Emily Smith.
You're absolutely right. I was thinking it was 55. It's 53 Smith, and
Emily, she's 6'2", Tim, just a junior, so she'll be back next year. Looks like a 1-2-1-1 full court press that the Bruins are trying to put on. Oh!
Joyner connects. Latasha Joyner. Now she's got a couple of 2s and a 3-pointer in the ball game. And now the Crabbers have a lead of 12. Their biggest lead. And a bad pass. The Bruin player did not see the pass coming.
Well, and that was the shooter's fault that time. She went up in there. Everybody turned her back, get ready for a rebound. She passed the ball, and you weren't ready for it. Over the top of the zone. That's the one way you break a zone press is you go over the top of it. Here we go. They brought in another bus.
Good hustle to chase down the loose ball by Anderson for Hampton. In the lane, shot is no good, but a foul underneath. Let's see how this one is called.
I think he's going to call it on Emily Smith. Yeah.
Yep, you're right. That's her first.
She was trying to get position, and that's good. That's that kind of a foul you don't mind if you're a coach, because that shows you aggression. That's great. Good job, Emily.
Inside of a minute remaining now, the Bruins.
They're in that 2-3, but they trap out of the 2-3 sometimes on the wings. Put a lot of pressure. Bethel just can't seem to get the ball inside. They're dribbling it rather than passing it.
And a bad pass underneath, picked off by Earp.
And see, that's what you're supposed to do. You weak side zone, come down and step in front of the player, trying to get the ball onto the post. Good job.
Scramble for the ball, and who does it belong to? They say...
Well, somebody got a young lady got hit in the head, looks like.
Yep.
But she's all right. She said, I'm okay.
Sport.
That's Moran, isn't it? 41?
Yes, it is. No, 41 is Walker.
I'm sorry. Moran's 40.
Asia Carroll, and she is fouled at the baseline.
Stuck a little knee out there.
With 4.6 seconds remaining in the third period. That one also gets called against Emily Smith. That's her second.
No, it was on 25, Tim. It was on number 25.
I'm sorry, I looked up and saw her number up there. Carroll's shot at the buzzer does not go, and that was the end of the third period, and Hampton with their biggest lead, a dozen points, 36-24. Just 5 points scored by Bethel in that period, and 9 points by the Lady Crabbers. You were telling me something about Zooms here a few minutes ago. I didn't know some of this stuff. This is good stuff to know here. You know, if you go to Zooms, you can get Beantown coffee.
And that's good coffee.
Krispy Kreme donuts.
Oh, that goes good with
they
the
got
coffee.
your Coca-Cola, your fried chicken, your potato wedges,
Ham and cheese subs.
Ham and cheese subs, and let me see, they got some good food in it.
I tell you, they do that.
That fried chicken is some of the best that you'll find anywhere, and without the big price tag attached to it. But that's Zooms.
Everything's almost dead even except 17 turnovers. It's almost balanced.
Just a real sloppy third period. Neither coach had to be pleased as 17 turnovers were committed by the two squads.
Wow, 17.
And that was more than the two teams had in a whole first half. So you know that Coach Callaway and Coach Six will not be pleased with that play.
No way. I mean, you don't want to have, even if you had half that many in a full game, you're saying, look, that's not the way we protect the ball.
So the fourth period is underway. The Bruins will have it down by a dozen.
And the Crabbers still stand in that zone.
Alicia Morris is back in there for the Lady Crabbers. Ball stolen by Lassiter. Nice feed right side. Shot is short and knocked out of bounds by Hampton.
Well, that was a good pass that time.
Nope, knocked out of bounds by the Bruins.
I thought it was knocked out by Hampton, too. So,
in fact, the Crabbers have it. Lassiter thought about the long shot, now drives the lane, puts it up, no good. Morris is hammered, and she'll get two shots.
And that's what she's supposed to do. Tim, you noticed what she does when she gets the rebound. She never brings the ball down. She just keeps it above her head and goes right back up with it. That's what Coach Six does. He's a good coach, good fundamental. Protect that ball. When you're a big player and underneath the basket, if you bring it down, then the smallest person on the floor can get a hold of that basket. And we will pick a player of the game from both of these teams tonight. They will receive a plaque and a shirt. Plaque comes from Buckwalter's Engraving. They're located on Kickitan Road. The shirt comes from Islander Hardware and Sporting Goods. They're located in Pocosin. We appreciate Dave Buckwalter and John Roberts for helping us recognize players of the game. We got some pretty good candidates tonight.
We do. We definitely do. From both sides, had some good play. Again, I want to remind everybody that we'll have the boys contest between these two schools. And Bethel, I was impressed with the way Bethel played last week at Kickitan. And they're going to take on a Hampton team that a lot of people picked to be the district champions, but has been off to a slow start because of the football season being extended. Of course, that's always good news if you're the Hampton Crabbers, but it does cause havoc for the scheduling. And then we find out that Armando Muffin Curry, along with Johnny Story, will not suit up tonight. So two very key players not dressed for the Hampton Crabbers.
Tim, that was an interesting point you brought up, the Hampton Crabbers winning the state football championship. Well, not only delays the basketball, but it delays the girls basketball also. And the girls team, I asked David Six, I said, does that hurt you not being able to start on time? He says it really does, because by the time our season starts, the other schools have played a minimum of 3 games. So we're playing a team that's already got 3 games under the belt is our first game. So it hurts their program a little bit.
Morris hit the first of 2 and gets the second one as well.
Got a nice bounce that time.
And we got a foul against
That's 25, Tim. That's Earp.
It'll be her third.
3.
Shooting from the hip. Asia Carroll with a 3-pointer. And that slices into that lead real quickly, down to 11 with that one. The Crabbers had built the lead to 14, but now down to 11. Morris is tied up, finally controls the ball. Earp gets it on the baseline. Shot is too strong. Stick back is no good by Lassiter. Another rebound for Morris, and she puts it in.
She bounced the ball that time, but somebody knocked it out of her hands, but she got it and went right back up.
So Morris now with 2 free throws and a bucket here in the fourth. This is a 3-pointer short. Simmons underneath, and Morris gets the rebound. This is Lassiter, Tierra Lassiter. Crabbers by 13. Lassiter will try and add to it. No good.
Nobody on the weak side that time for rebound purposes for the Crabbers. Nice spin move.
Oh, spin move by Augustin, no good. And a shot put up and a foul is called.
Ryan says the police did a good job of keeping people away from the camera.
That's the 4th foul on Siobhan Earp.
Yep, that's number 4 on the freshman.
With 6 minutes to go, it looks like David Six is just going to leave her in there.
At the free throw line is Kamika Jones. That's her first visit there. And she misses the first.
That kid's got a crack.
Well, she's number 15. Latasha Joyner comes in and replaces young Miss Earp.
Morris for Hampton, by the way, now with 14 rebounds. And
wow,
no success by Jones on either free throw attempt. And then we've got a foul called.
Now that's a non-shooting foul that time.
That's the 6th team foul against the Lady Bruins.
Trying to see who got that foul that time, but they haven't got it up on the board yet.
Three-pointer is short. Morris alertly taps it out to Lassiter, who banks it in.
Oh, what a nice job by Morris to save that ball into the hands of her player, her teammate.
15 boards and an assist to Morris. Augustin drives the lane, and she is fouled by Morris. That'll be number 4 on Morris.
Going to have timeout.
Hampton has 11 rebounds. Morris has 8 of those. Bethel has 9.
Now we're going to bring Emily Smith back in.
The secondary. Right now.
At the free throw line is Tamisha Augustin. You watch some of the replay.
Second half.
I almost have to ask him not to run replay because I can't see the live action because of all the crowd. I'm relying on the monitors, Scotty.
Well,
Don't do
another
that.
bus just pulled up, and some of the people are leaving now, I guess.
Augustin hits both free throws, and the lead is 13.
Bethel in a 2-2-1 full half-court trap.
Augustin's been quiet tonight, just 4 points. And
Sturdivant, nice shot.
roll by Sturdivant. Shonda Sturdivant. And the Hampton Crabbers lead by 15. In the lane, the bucket. LaTanya Taylor has 6. Bethel down by 13. Lassiter. Lassiter drives, shoots, no good. Smith with the rebound, no good. And a stick back is good.
Sturdivant again.
Yep, Sturdivant with her second straight basket.
Well, they're getting all kinds of second chances, the Crabbers.
That superior height is showing. Nice move
shot
in the lane by Taylor. She has 8.
But you got to stop the Crabbers at the other end. And right now, the Bruins aren't able to do that.
Yeah, the domination of the Hampton Crabbers on the boards is really hurting the Lady Bruins. 13-point lead as we approach the halfway mark here in the 4th period. Nice
Nice drive.
Takara White has 4 points. And the Crabber lead is 15. Please. Come on.
We're not supposed to see. Use the monitor.
Now she realizes.
All right, now we got a timeout.
Oh, sure. Now we can see.
Now we can see. And I do want to welcome you to the Math Zone here at WHCS Channel 46, a live televised interactive call-in program for students to get help with their math. Join Tyler Elementary teacher Cassandra Hamilton and Davis Middle School teacher Sherry Martin on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Call 850-5426 and join the Math Zone. Make sure you call early because if you don't, Tim is always trying to get through.
That's right. I tie that lineup every single time. 3:49 remaining in the fourth period. Some good candidates for players of the game here. Tiara Lassiter certainly is a candidate for the Lady Crabbers, along with Alicia Morris. Those are the two top Crabber candidates.
They just really stand out, don't they?
Yeah.
On the Asia Carroll's looking good for the Bruins. Who else you got over there?
Well, she's been the most consistent. LaTanya Taylor has 8 points and has played well, but right now it looks like Asia Carroll is the leader of that pack. 3:49 to go.
Is that a
Crabbers up by
song,
15.
Tim?
That's it.
Leader of the pack. Bethel going in a full court.
Hampton dominating offensive boards.
The Crabbers with 11 more rebounds than the Bruins. That ball hits the end line. That'll belong to the Bruins.
David Six is saying, why do you want to shoot that shot? We got 3.5 minutes to go. We've got a 15-point lead. Let's protect the ball, take a little time off the clock.
And look for the good shot. You're not. There's no shot clock.
Don't stall it. Look for a good shot.
Right. Move the ball. Keep it moving.
Is there a subway around here? I mean, it's amazing. And nobody walking on the other side. We need to set up on the other side.
There you go. I'm not sure why.
I don't either. Just it's like a magnet. We draw them. You know how? I'm not going to say that. Oh, nice catch, Emily. Good job. Good pass inside.
Emily Smith on the receiving end of the pass. Scores.
Shows good hands.
17-point lead, the largest of the night. And we're inside of 3 minutes to go, and the Bruins throw it away.
The Bruins just look out of sync. They just haven't figured out this zone.
And speaking
they're
of
not hitting outside, excuse me.
Speaking of in sync, that was our main man, Ron Baton. There's his shot. Want to talk about our crew the next chance we get here. In the lane, and a foul is called. That will be called against Christina Ross. Ron ESPN Baton with the shot from the ground. There's Sarah Bowers on the high camera. And her compatriot up there on the other side is Nathaniel Don't Rain on My Head Braxton. In the van tonight. We've got.
There he is. He's kind of like, I'm hiding up here.
Yeah, he's hiding. Nathaniel Braxton doing his always good job. In the truck tonight, we got Beverly Penn on the replay. We got Andy Foley doing the graphics. Bianca Petaway running around helping us out with soft drinks and assisting anyone who needs the help. And, of course, Scotty Mr. Bowers at the controls. Great job as always, gang. Takara White. And, of course, Don Charus. Don't want to forget Don if he's out there tonight. Helping out with the new van, the new truck.
Oh, the new truck.
Foul is called. 2.5 minutes to go. Well, Bob, which team do you want to pick the player of the game for? I'll do the other one, whichever it is.
Well, I'm going to take Hampton.
All right, I'll let you do
And it's
that.
in between two.
Yes, it is. It's been kind of 1/2, 2/2. You know, Lassiter was kind of quiet in the first half, and then Morris was busy, and then the second half, Lassiter picked it up. Well, my pick is going to be Asia Carroll, as she has kept the Bruins in the ball game with her scoring coming mainly in the second half. Had a three-pointer and some others. Loose ball controlled by Emily Smith. Crabbers will bring it up the court, up by 19.
Well, it's really hard to pick them, but I tell you, I'm going to go with Alicia Morse. I think her presence inside has been the difference in this ball game. She's got a lot of rebounds, and Bobby can give me how many rebounds she's got.
15.
15 rebounds and how many points?
2 assists, 2 steals, and she had 8 points at halftime, and she's added 4 more. She's got
a double-double.
Yeah, she's done most of it.
And that's not taking anything from Lassiter, because I could just as soon give it to that young lady is just handling the ball right there, and she's done a good job too.
And a nice move to the basket to Carl White, as she has 8 points, 6 here in the second half. As the Lady Crabbers are just pulling away now. Loose ball chased down by the Crabbers. We're inside of 1:40 to go. Ball knocked loose, and a scramble for the ball, and it's 1st and 10 at midcourt.
That looked like a scrum there for a minute.
Like WWF for a minute. Lassiter really knows how to handle that ball. Boy, she got hammered.
She got hammered. Look at her glasses. Look at her glasses up on her forehead.
Look out. Put my glasses back down on my nose.
Good ball handler.
Yeah, she really does. We were talking about at halftime when there's kids about 2 feet tall dribbling down the court, and you were kidding, hey, she does better than I do. You're right. As you watch some of the action here, and you'll see watch the next play here, you're going to see Lassiter, if we can roll it that long. This is Lassiter with the ball. Now she's going to drive to the right side of the key, coming up here right about
nice.
here.
See that move? Now look at boom.
Boom. I mean, she was just hammered.
Got hammered. Tim, and she's 6'1". So she's not a small point guard. She's 6'1". We got Jackie Beasley, number 11. Good shot of David 6.
18 turnovers in the game for the Bruins, and that's really the story of their game.
They killed themselves when you turn the ball over that many times.
Lassiter misses the free throw. In the lane, shot is no good. And the stick back is, I have no idea who scored it. We got 80 people standing in front of us here.
Yeah, the next bus came in.
Thank you. 41, that was Walker.
Well, I think it's getting ready for the boys' contest, because we have no side at the right end. And on my left-hand side looking good, but they're moving down that way now.
The tide is turning in the...
I wonder if we can get a sky hook and bring us up about 8 to 10 feet.
There you go. I think the Crabbers have the ball in bounds, I think. We're inside of 1 minute in the ball game. This is Lassiter again. Way outside. Ejetta Holmes with the 2. And that brings a roar from the crowd when one of the seldom used players gets in and scores. Ball knocked out of bounds. It belongs to the Lady Crabbers. Can you move?
Hey, Brett. On the floor.
There's a double dribble. She wanted to pass the ball, lost the dribble, got it back.
And part of the problem was Christina Ross stepped in the passing lane.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it. 14.6 seconds left in this one. We'll wrap this one up real quickly. Scotty, just wanted to alert you to that fact. We'll have a brief wrap-up. Crabbers get it back. And a foul is called. Whoa. Heavy contact.
Don't think there's not any contact, and these girls aren't still playing. The whistle hadn't blown yet. 1.4 seconds.
Ejetta Holmes will go to the free throw line.
Watch the replay here.
Kaboom. Again, we want to thank our sponsors for tonight's contest, Zooms with 5 convenient Hampton locations, and Wood Funeral Home, where Richard Pulley is the funeral director. Holmes cannot hit either of the free throws, and the buzzer sounds to end the ball game. So the final score is Hampton 57 and the Bethel Bruins 35. The leading scorers, again, Asia Carroll, the leading scorer for the Lady Bruins. She's also our player of the game, as she has 12 points unofficially in the ball game, and LaTanya Taylor adds 8 to the contest, and Tamisha Augustin held pretty quietly, as she had just 4 points, 2 coming in each half. On the other ledger for the Lady Crabbers, they improved their record to 5-4, and they improved to 5-4, and Tierra Lassiter ends up with 13 points in the game. Alicia Morris ends up with 13 as well, and Alicia is our player of the game from Hampton, and Asia Carroll from Bethel High School. So that's it. The final score again is Hampton 57, Bethel 35. For Bob Hintz and Bob Killen and the entire Channel 46 crew, this is Tim Cole. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.